Welcome back, everybody, to another multiplayer episode here on Hearts of Iron 4. This could end up being the last one. Who knows? It all depends on whether or not we end up at war with the common intern, as we very well may this episode. A little difficulty for us as the Axis, though, as our player who's been playing as Italy is not joining us, at least not so far. We have Hot Join turned on, so he may join us at some point. But for now, here's what we've got. As far as who's playing. And if this is the final episode, our next multiplayer is going to be in the Great War mod, and I'll be playing as France in the Great War mod. We've got a lot of folks that are ready to join already, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, we've got our Leopard, so now we're going to be able to start upgrading these light tanks to light tank 3. Those are mostly in my infantry units, is where I'm putting those at the moment. Well, let's take a look and see. I don't think we have any other medium tanks available until 1945. We're a little bit ahead on that. Might not be a bad thing to try and research anyway, but for now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on upgrading my Panthers.
Angetreten. Befehle.
Alright, well, the Soviet Union is justifying against Japan. So I guess that's where this is all going to go down. Unfortunately, we do not have Italy as a human player, but hopefully we will get him involved nonetheless. And I'm bringing home my troops from Central America, where I was trying to help out with the invasion of Mexico. I'm going to need them here instead. So we're going to put everything we can on this front line to get ready. I don't know how long it is, but I could declare on the Soviet Union anytime I want to. But I'm not going to do that necessarily. Alright, there it is. The Soviet Union has declared war on Japan. So we will declare on the Soviet Union. And we've called pretty much everybody into that conflict. So it'll take a little while here while everybody gets going. But this will be the final battle. This is what it all comes down to in this war. Man, I gotta really upgrade some of these. Alright, let's see where we're at in terms of numbers. We've obviously got a big advantage in fielded manpower. Well, maybe. We don't know for sure what he's got. Alright, I gotta get my air power going. And I gotta kind of pick and choose where I want to move forward, because I've got strong defense all along here, but pretty thin in terms of my numbers, because I'm waiting on a lot of divisions to arrive. Maybe we'll try to punch through right here. Right now we're just trying to advance on the north. I want to see how my numbers look in terms of casualties. I've lost 38,000 so far. Oh, that was all in Mexico. Haven't lost many against the Soviets so far. Let's try to move forward along the rest of the line and see what happens, because I don't even see any opposing forces. He's probably sitting back here along the river. So it appears he's got troops on the southern border and troops up here in the north, but nothing in the center. So that's kind of where we're going to put our focus right now. I'm going to take Minsk here in a second. So we're just going to push up through the center and then surround some of these divisions. That's definitely his weak spot. He didn't have enough to cover the whole line, it appears. In the meantime, let's see how things are going out east. Not real good so far for Manchukuo. They're getting overwhelmed by the Soviets. Not a lot happening right here. Alright, we just added Turkey to the faction, so our work there definitely paid off. We're going to also add Afghanistan to the faction. And then I'm going to finish off this last territory here and get a bunch more troops on my front line. We're also about to get some new planes available to us. That'll help a lot. So all these troops here, see, I have a lot of divisions that are coming up to push up to the front line. Things are not going real well in the east. Japan told me he's getting overrun there, but the good news is we can compensate for that by our gains that we'll make here on the Soviet Western Front. Casualties have been pretty rough so far. 118,000 for me. 80,000 or so actually against the Soviets. He's only lost 16,000 in that time. But the good news is we're still pushing forward. So he keeps leaving gaps in his line. I mean, I'm just assuming he can't possibly have enough men to defend the entire line. So wherever the gaps appear, that's where I'm going to be sending my troops. It looks like in some cases they're just back a little further. Tokyo just fell to the Soviets? I didn't even see that he was in Japan. Oh my gosh. Dang. Well, that's definitely not good news, because if we lose Japan, we already don't have a human player for Italy. We lose Japan, we really have no chance. And I don't know what the U.S. is up to. But I've got to try and push to Moscow as quickly as I can. Okay, Lieutenant Rixus has joined us. He is playing as Brazil, and he's finally back in the game. Let's invite them to our faction. Give them a few minutes to kind of get settled here. We could probably all use it anyway. So we've pushed the line forward a little bit. We've got Minsk. You know, we're not quite anywhere close to being able to get to Moscow. But the good news is that the Turks are starting to move forward. The Italian Navy is here. Afghanistan is pushing up in. We need all the help we can get. I just wish we had a human Italy to really push things. So far, we're not getting that. I am rushing 30 more divisions into the field as quickly as I can. Obviously, they're not going to quite have all the supplies that they need. But I need as much coverage on that border as I can get. So let's go ahead and start loading some of them up wherever I can. And get them onto the front lines. Alright, so I've slowed my attacks. I'm just going to hold the line right where we are right now. And kind of keep him in place here the best I can. If I can find a spot here and there to push, I will. We'll definitely try to take Kiev, but for now, we want to kind of hit his soft underbelly as best we can. You can see right now that Turkey's doing pretty good at that. We could really use Afghanistan pushing up in as well, but I don't think that's going to happen. I've still got a lot of divisions that are still making their way back from the fight in Mexico. So once they get over here, that'll give me a few more on the line. And I'm trying to build up my fighters and then some bombers. And we can kind of start a bombing and aerial campaign on Moscow while we just kind of hold the line right here. All right, we're making a push for Kiev. I'm using my panzer divisions to try and get a breakthrough. And it looks like it's working. He's only got 4 divisions to hold the line here. And if I can do that, I'm actually going to use my panzer divisions to push through and try to surround and destroy some of these other divisions. And we'll just hold the line with the infantry as much as we can. In the meantime, you can see here that Turkey continues to try to have a plan to push north. They're an AI ally, but an ally nonetheless. I don't know what's going on over here. Looks like Transylvania is trying to push up into Finland. Another 4 days we're supposed to win this one, but we'll see. Alright, I brought as much air power as I could afford to put in this area. And it seems to be helping as well. I've got 27 divisions now attacking the Soviet Union here. We're about to break through. This is Army 9. Come on, baby. We're just holding the line everywhere else. It's getting more interesting on the Turkish front now. I'm just looking to see what's going on with Japan. I don't know what he's doing exactly, but he doesn't have anybody on the front lines right now. I don't know if maybe he's just going to build a defensive line right here. I think that might be his plan. We're probably going to have to get more aggressive to help out. Oh, we did break through. Okay. Okay, so Italy has landed in Crimea. They've got a few troops down there. Every little bit helps. Looks like they're pushing a bunch of their troops into Turkey, and they're going to try to come up from the south. So good for them that they're doing that. We're getting a request for garrison support from Transylvania. I've got plenty of manpower. So we'll send them 2 million manpower, see if that helps. In the meantime, what I'm doing here is I'm going to pull Erwin Rommel and his 24 Panzer divisions off the line. I will replace them with some of my units that are guarding my north against any invasion. And then I'm going to try to get Rommel to land up here in Leningrad. I've got complete naval superiority. So we'll see if we can make that happen. Okay, so the plan now is we're going to try to go around him. I can hold the line here just fine. So I'm pulling divisions off the line. I've got 24 under Rommel that are going to try to land in Leningrad and push down that way. I'm also sending an entire army of 24 divisions down into Turkey. And they're making their way over there, as are a bunch of Italian divisions. And we're going to try to push up through Turkey. So if we can just hold the line here, we can keep him busy everywhere else. At least that's the idea. Vladivostok, the largest city in the Russian Far East and home of the Soviet Pacific Fleet, has been stormed by Japanese troops. All right, so we're pushing back a little bit. I'm going to start building up some forts in some of these places he's attacking me. Just to turn those kind of into a meat grinder if I can. We're very soon to have our divisions on the line here. We're about halfway to our invasion there. We need 50% in the upper Baltic Sea for naval supremacy, so we've got to work on that a little bit. I've got plenty of navy to do it with. I've just got to turn off some of the existing places that they're operating. Oh, look at this. He's launching an all-out offensive on my entire front. Interesting. Now it's time to turn him into the meat grinder. We'll start inflicting casualties on him. Very interesting. Now he stopped. Not sure what that was all about. I guess he figured out that he couldn't do it. We're going to continue to try to push up from Turkey. Afghanistan's in trouble. Looks like things are going decently well over here at the moment. And he's taking Japan back. All right, insane. Do your thing, my man. Staffan the Red Baron Becker shot down Hammer. All right, so we just got to continue to hold the line while we get into these spots for flanking attacks. We are now about 23 days away, but we've got to deal with the naval issue that we're having right now. We've got 56 subs here and a battleship. All right, we finally established the necessary naval supremacy in this region here. We won a couple of battles. We're winning a battle right now. It's a risk we're going to take with these 24 Panzer divisions under Rommel, but it could turn the tide on our eastern front there. We did get pushed back some in Turkey. We're not having a great deal of success there at the moment. So I might just kind of chill out a little bit and find a nice fallback position. Well, the U.S. is officially in this war on the side of the Soviets. So it's basically World War II, but looking a little different than one might expect. Makes it that much more important that we knock the Soviet Union out of this thing as quickly as we can. I've got 5 days so I can launch my invasion. He's got Japan back, and he's starting to push back against them in the east. That's the good news. Bad news is things aren't going that well in Turkey, and this could make or break things for me here. Okay, it's about that time. We're about to hit the day that we're able to make this happen, and now it's time. Let's see if Rommel can make something happen. Let's really hope that he doesn't have his whole northern area covered. I'm guessing he doesn't have the divisions to pull that off, considering how big of a front he's got to fight on. So we're going to hope desperately that there's nothing going on in Leningrad. While we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit and see what else is going on. Thankfully, he got all of Japan back, which is a big plus. All right, what's going on here? Northern South America. I'm not too worried about a naval invasion in South America. All right, come on. Well, we ran into 22 Soviet submarines who are trying to stop our landing from taking place. I'm going to try to get whoever else I can up there to help out with that. But that's obviously a major problem if they're able to deal with Rommel's task force before they can land. Ah, look at this. The Italians have again landed some troops to open up another front against the Russians. Maybe that's where we need to rush our troops. But as long as we can give him multiple fronts to have to fight on, he's not going to be able to handle all of them. I'm still waiting for the outcome of this naval battle. My troops have been prevented from landing in Leningrad because of this, but we finally won the victory. So hopefully that means we're going to start pushing through now. It looks like we are. How long until we land? Oh, they're attacking again. Darn it. It's 19 submarines that are holding me up. I'm just looking to see if there's any other spots. Doesn't appear to be. Okay, we sank 3 more of his submarines. So we are pushing a little further, and now we're actually attempting the landing here. It's one Iranian division defending Leningrad right now.
Abstand halten.
So we're once again engaged in naval combat. We're trying to get these 10 divisions landed. I'm also moving my divisions from Turkey. We'll let the Turkish deal with that. We're going to move them, our divisions, up here to help with this breakout for Italy there. But the main thing here right now is to get Rommel's troops landed in Leningrad. Let's look at the overall situation now. I'm going to try to call whoever's left into this war. I've lost 500,000 men total. Oil's an issue right now.
zuhören.
Gonna have to find a way to get some more oil, but we have successfully landed in Leningrad.
Achtung!
So there's that. Now we need to break out quickly. Beautiful. Alright, now we need Rommel to get the rest of his divisions up there, so he has 24.
Ihre Befehle.
And then we'll kind of go from there. I'm also moving divisions up. My last reserves, we're moving them up here to help out with the situation in the Finnish SSR. Alright, so you can see our troops are starting to form up here in Italy's little pocket. We're going to try to
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
extend our territory over here.
Ausrücken.
I'm still waiting for Rommel to get the rest of his divisions up there. Not sure what's taking so long. Hopefully we open up enough fronts and he just can't micromanage it all. Let's see what the US is doing over here. Because I know he's trying to deal with the South. Alright, so far so good over here. Okay, we've got our first jet fighters available to us. Let's work on some jet bombers too. We're going to switch over now. Our construction. Well, not our construction, our production. Got a lot of things we need to produce right now, but jet fighters are definitely chief among them. Okay, just in the nick of time, we've got the rest of our divisions arriving. Well, I thought they were. That's what I get for starting to record just as they were about to land. We ran into again some convoys, and I may actually lose some of Rommel's divisions here if they don't get landed very, very quickly. This is making me a little bit nervous. Okay, there we go. We won that naval battle. We're getting the rest of Rommel's troops into position. And now we can hopefully go on the offensive here. I actually briefly attacked in Riga. Mainly just to kind of give him something else to focus on just besides what I was doing there. This is not going real well at the moment, and that's mainly because of supply. We've actually lost some of our divisions here. So I'm going to probably go ahead and pull them out. Bring them back over to Turkey before we lose any more. Oh, it looks like Legionary Transylvania is bringing some troops up to help out. Some Grand Mariners. We've got some troops helping to fight on the border here in Finland. Of course, the big question is, what's the U.S. going to do and when? That's the thing that has me a little bit nervous. I'm trying to pull some more of my divisions out as quickly as I can from that failed attempt by Italy. But we're going to continue to push out here from Leningrad. Let me move up and take some of this territory. We might even try to go take Helsinki if we can. And maybe send another army group up here. Alright, we're sending 24 more divisions up here to reinforce what's happening. We're about to take Helsinki. And we're going to really make a push here to try and get in behind and encircle some of these Soviet divisions and take them out if we can. Nice. 24 more divisions. That's going to make a big difference here in what we're doing. We've taken Helsinki. I don't know exactly what it's going to take to knock them out of the war. Let's take a look and see. That's more than half of it. Soviet Union's also pushed down a little bit in terms of points. We might make a drive for Moscow here. So my plan now is I'm going to use Rommel to push up and see if we can't knock the Finnish SSR out of the war. Because I think if we take their new capital and take some more territory, we'll do that. Meanwhile, I'm going to use my infantry divisions to try and push through and encircle my left flank. Would it be kind of his area up here? We might even send another army up here. All right, we got 24 more divisions coming up. Rommel did lose some of his divisions. They got cut off in Helsinki. Nothing I could do about that, but looks like Italy's sending some divisions in here to help out. And we've got 24 more divisions coming up as well. So between all of that, we should be good. He's definitely rushing a lot of troops up here to try and stop it, though. I still don't think I can break through here, though, just because of how strong his fortifications are. I'm just looking for any weak spots he might have left in the line, but he's still got 3 and 4 divisions pretty much everywhere. Okay, it's time to get my jet fighters going here. So we're going to attach them to Rommel's command. Get them establishing air superiority. Situation's about the same right now, but more divisions are arriving. Well, I think the United States got nukes. He just typed in the chat, "I am become death, the destroyer of worlds," so I'm assuming that's what he meant by that. That's fine, we'll have him soon enough. We're kind of at a standstill here. I didn't mean to go to 4. We'll see if we can try to push through and finish these guys. It looks like they're having some supply issues and organization issues, so that might be an opportunity there. Just going to keep an eye on how many divisions he's got. Brazil's asking for manpower. I can give him a little bit. Thank you, Italy. Well, what once looked really, really bad for Insane in the east is much, much better now. And he continues to push forward. It looks like the Soviets don't even have any divisions defending this area. So it really might just be a matter of him pushing forward while we continue to just be a part of the meat grinder up here. I really need to find some places to break out. Not entirely sure why I can't. Well, as we wrap up this episode, strange things are happening in the east. I really don't know what to make of it all. Hopefully Insane does. The main thing is his homeland is now protected. I've got major, major trouble as large parts of my armies are being surrounded and about to be destroyed. I may lose 40 or 50 divisions here. Meanwhile, I'm going to pull everybody out of there that I can. But it's bad. All right, we're going to wrap it up right there. It's September of 1944. Let me know your thoughts about all that. I have a feeling that the Soviets are going to win this thing, which I've kind of felt all the way along. But that's where we are, and we will see you again probably with another episode soon. Thanks for watching.